Dano here for the STARS project, and today I'm going to be doing a solo investigation. Usually we don't do solo investigations, but this is a low-risk investigation, and it's basically in our backyard. Now the goal of today is to wrap up a previous investigation that had failed. Secondly, another goal of today is to test some equipment that I had procured. For example, this is an antique Boy Scout external frame backpack that I got at a yard sale for $5. I modified it, cleaned it up for about another cost of another $5, and we'll see how it works out today. So let's get to it. The location that we're going to today is called the Devil's Racecourse. It's a geological formation that has formed on the ridge of these mountains. It's basically a field of boulders. Now last time we tried to get to this place, we didn't succeed. Our maps were inaccurate and it was just hard to get to. So now I've retraced our steps, and let's see if we make it this time. So it's already been about 5 minutes, and I've already figured out that I was well over-prepared. I already had to take off my sweatshirt. Today it's supposed to get up to around 60 degrees, but hiking, that's about 70, 80 degrees. They always work up a sweat while hiking. So, word of the wise, always bring layers. Layers, layers, layers. Because you can always take them off, you can't put more on. Alright. Alright, now looky here. This is pretty interesting. The water, the spring, is coming right out of the tree's roots. Doesn't get any better filtration than that. I also failed to mention that this investigation is also training for myself for future investigations to come this year. Those include the twin turnpike tunnels, and hopefully the Hupper Colliery. So I'm trying to get back into shape, and this hike is definitely putting me back into shape. Behind me you can see what's left of an abandoned coal mine. Now, Pennsylvania is notorious for having abandoned coal mines scattered throughout the area. What you see here represents the southernmost attempt, you could say, at gathering mine in the anthracite coal region of Pennsylvania. Now what's so interesting about this coal mine is that you can still see right there the support beam that held the entrance to the coal mine itself. Also with that, you can see here the structure that led into the coal mine. That orange color you see in the stream is also common with these abandoned coal mines. It's mine acid drainage and can be very dangerous to the surrounding area. Well, I'm perched here on the slag of the coal mine, which left over from the mining operation. I can show you that we are about halfway up the hill, up the mountain right now. The adjacent mountain is about the same size as this one, and from looking across we can see that we're almost halfway up. Also, if I spin around, we still have that far to go, if you can see. So, it's a good stop for a breather, but I think we should keep going. Let's go. Now I've decided to stop here to show you some things. First off, this right here is slag, or bad coal, that basically they just discarded because it's no use to them. Second, if you look over there in the distance, let me zoom in here, you're able to see faintly Dehark Dam, which supplies the local or the nearby city with water reservoir. Up to this point, it's basically been generally a gradual uphill. Right now, however, it's a pretty steep slope. Now this is horizontal, and that's up. So, it's like climbing stairs, except they're endless. So let's keep going. Part of the SARS project is to investigate things that are unknown to us. With that, certain things need to be done, like going off the beaten path. So, a perfect example of this is this right now. I was going up the mountain, and I saw to my right what looked to be a campsite. So, naturally I investigated it. What turned out to be was this. Just a campsite, right? With log, bench. But what I didn't know is a surprise was waiting for me. So, if we walk over here, you can see it. Now, I'm not sure what this is exactly. I know that it is part of the bedding. You can see the bedding plane of the rocks, I mean, here. They go off in this direction. So, I'm not sure if it's naturally with the coal, man-made, or what is it. All I know is that it probably keeps going down further. It might be filled in with debris, but since I don't have a backup or a partner with me, I'm not going to go investigating further. Also with this is this remnants of a structure. You can see here. Now this was probably made around the time as that coal mine. What its purpose was, I'm not sure. It most likely is linked with this structure though, this formation. Now if it was a trash chute, or if it was coal, I'm not sure. The campground itself is on coal slag, so it's good evidence that these were coal mines. A second hole over here is not as big, but almost as deep. Again, you can see, it goes pretty far down. And again, I'm not going to investigate it any further because I don't have backup or proper equipment, such as rappelling rope. Or any climbing gear for that matter. So, maybe a future investigation, who knows? It doesn't seem that interesting, but something to note. Very interesting indeed, I think. Again, another shot of the first hole. My hypothesis is that it was indeed part of the coal mine. So, anyway, let's keep going on the beaten path without slipping. Now this has got to be the 12th spring I've seen today. Right upstream from the last one. Wow, let's see if there's any more stream. I think I'm coming up on the summit, and couldn't come at a better time. I am wearing out. Good thing this is only a training. I'm really tired.